chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God about it. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Brooklyn Barons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Grenard dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down, it's Kramer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Mayfield on play action. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he would be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Kramer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Barons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Next to score, Barons 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Kramer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Barons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. All right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please?
And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake. Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield, touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Barons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Good check. Good check.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups a little bit of work done. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
They go play action. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take that. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. But these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down now. It's Kramer, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hey, on first down, Kramer. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
It's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Mayfield now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Bulldozes past him. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the ball ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Barons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, we got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Kramer, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to perhaps salt this one away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Come on, check. Hey, 2.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Lawrence. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Pierce. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let it go again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. That's underneath to Pierce, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.